Cool.
I know.
Hello everyone, CS Plugins here,
And CS Word.
and we're the csbrudders. We were recently given a task to make a combination lock, and this is the first thing we came up with here. This is a lock using switches, and there's some torches on the back, and some of them just have redstone dust. And the combination is whichever torches you hit off will deactivate the torches, and ultimately turning all the redstone off, allowing the output to change. The piston closes, and if you enter an incorrect code, the redstone turns on, and it keeps the piston locked. The only thing is, you had to walk all the way around, and you had to reset all this manually, because there's switches, of course, and there's no reset. So how are we going to fix this problem? That's whenever we went over here to this next build over here. This is somebody's elevator creation, where you have to toggle a different elevator floor. I don't know if he ever got the elevator working or not, but he just wanted to select different floors for an elevator. And so we edited it by getting rid of his reset every time you hit a 1 button, so we reset it after you open the door. So let's show you what we've done to it. All we've done is lowered that, and then we reset it again. Alright, and so now whenever you hit a switch, it's not going to reset the last number you entered, it's going to keep it, and so you can enter an actual combination like that. And now we have a reset. It's pretty much the exact same thing we have over there, but now with a reset. This was all good, but there was no way to enter the code in a specific order. That led us to this concept over here. We tried to make it so you could enter one button first, and then if you hit the incorrect button, it would lead to a false gate. Here's our false gate back here. And what would happen is that piston right here would turn on if false was on, meaning you entered the incorrect number first. 1 should be the incorrect number, so let's go ahead and hit that. See that piston extended, and we have a line leading up to the false, and the door will never open because false is turned on, unless you hit the reset button over here. Hit reset. So we enter 2, 1 now, which is the second button, and then the first button, the door should open. Just with ease. This is just a concept though, we had to see if we could do it. So let's go ahead and add some digits on it. Let's hit reset on this bad boy. This here is the exact same thing, except this time we have more than just 2 digits to input. So our combo is 1, 4, 3. Let's go ahead and enter that, and the piston on the right should open up. Just like so. Okay, so let's go ahead and reset it and just show you if you enter something incorrectly, it'll remain closed no matter what until you hit the reset again. So let's enter a 2 beforehand. We can enter anything though beforehand, it still will not open up even if you press 1, 4, 3 at the very end, just because of the way we have it the false line set up to it. And it does not open just like we expected. Let me go ahead and reset this one now. So the problem with this one is the redstoning is random and it'd be hard to explain a whole new code by the wiring itself. You can't also use the same input number twice. So we had to think of some way where you could adjust the input numbers really easily. So this led us to CNB's build over here. CNB, this is a modified version of CNB's, but what his idea was you can adjust the code here on the right. Mine is 4, 3, 2, 1. Doesn't have to be a circle, but you know, that's just my input method, and the gate back there opens. Let me go ahead and reset and just prove if I enter an incorrect number. I have to enter this thing really slowly, and there's a lot of lag, and so that's the problem with it. I just wanted to modify CNBs. As I was modifying it, my brother was working on another build. But as you can see, I entered some incorrect code, and then I entered 4, 3, 2, 1. And because the false gate is on, that piston should not close. Alright, so as I was working on modifying this, which took quite a while, and the redstoning is not as easy to explain, my brother was working on this. Why don't you go ahead and explain it, CS Word?
Okay, well, this build is similar to CMB's, but very different than what plugins build. The combo is 1, 2, 3, 4. It can be entered really quick, and it's a whole lot less laggy. This one right here, this particular build of mine, is really big, but this was just the starting from scratch. The repeaters I placed here at the bottom were to see how long of a delay you could have between each button press, and that was 5 to 6 ticks.
Extremely fast for a human to try to press it in that quick. We decided, let's go ahead and show you, if we enter the correct code, 1, 2, 3, and now we go back to some false number, 2, now let's enter the correct code, 1, 2, 3, 4. The output will remain false because the false line is on forever until you hit the reset. So this is pretty nice. You have to reset it. So after deciding, we concluded we should use his idea, try to compress it, because it was a lot more easy to explain and a lot easier to follow too, with a locking system instead of a reset system. So these ticks here, we estimated around 5 to 6 for inputting on this build here, and we need only 3 ticks on this one here for the repeaters, just doing tests. And the code here is 1, 3, 2, 4. The output lamp up there changes. Let's go ahead and reset. This is really small. We don't know if we can get it much smaller, maybe by a little bit, but not too much. You can fit in one chunk really good. So we're going to go ahead and show you guys how to build this one. Stay tuned. Thanks. Alright, so we decided to use this combination here, 2, 1, 4, 3, 3. It consists of the numbers 1, 2, 3, and 4, so we're going to need 4 inputs. So we're going to place 4 blocks, and then we're going to build these into a quick pulse. A quick pulse is just to make sure the signal doesn't keep going through, and we only get it the first time. And then from here, you're just going to place a torch there, place a repeater here, put it on full delay for the quick pulse to work perfectly, and place a redstone right after the repeater. Lead these into repeaters. This is going to go right into the first code. Turn off the rain real quick. Okay. And these repeaters are going to go into blocks. So place blocks here, here, and go ahead and place torches on top, except for the second one right here, because of course the first digit is 2. This line on top is going to be false, so if we put a torch there, it's going to turn the line of false on. We only want it to turn on if any of the other digits are hit. Go ahead and redstone that up and place a torch at the end of it. Okay, so now we gotta show you the truth side of this. Go under here. On the second one, you're going to need to put the truth right under it and then lead it down another block and send it all the way over to one block past the last digit. And we're going to need that block back actually, with a torch on top. Okay, and go ahead and place a block on top of that torch. And now we're going to build an upside down RS NOR latch. It looks like an L, an upside down L. And place a torch there and a torch there. Make sure the power is on top of it right now, and go ahead and send the truth over to here for wiring issues, so you don't run into any problems. Alright, so now we're going to build the truth line, which is going to run over to here.
You forgot some redstone on top.
Yeah, don't forget to place the redstone here, sorry about that. Go ahead and run this line of truth all the way over to that false that we just built. And the false line is going to have a repeater here, and it's going to be locked with this repeater here. Don't worry if you don't know what a locking repeater is. Place a repeater there so it doesn't run into the other torch for the next digit you input. And now let's go ahead and start the second line. Repeaters.
And torches to lock.
And don't forget the torches on top, just like he placed these torches right here, because as you can see though, this torch is also having this straight line, so it could turn off this block potentially. So we have to somehow stop that from turning straight into that. So we have a couple options here with redstone stuff that will turn the redstone dust instead of making it go straight in. If you were to use tripwire hook, you can place a block and then place the tripwire hook itself, and it turns that redstone dust, so now it's not going straight into the block, which is what we need. But we prefer to use pressure plates, and it turns the redstone dust so it's not going directly into that, which saves some trouble. Alright, now the second digit is 1, so there's no torch here going into the false, and you're going to build the truth from 1 all the way over to 1 more than the last digit. Like so. Go ahead and place your torch and redstone that up. If you need repeaters, go ahead and replace them, but that for a 4-digit combo, you don't need any repeaters under the ground for the truth. Alright, so let's go ahead and build the upside down L RS NOR latch for this truth. Pretty much what an RS NOR latch is it's going to stop the signal one way until you reset it. 2 inputs will change the outcome, so don't worry about it though. Just like so. Torch here.
Show them the up top.
Okay, I'll get to there. Go ahead and, that's the truth, locking into the number 2. Now we have truth here and false there, and they're interfering, so we're just going to have to block that off so they don't touch like so, because that truth, or that false goes out to there, and that truth is supposed to lock the other false. They can't touch. Okay, so the next digit in the code is 4. This is a special case because 4 is at the very last digit on our code. So instead of digging under the ground like we were, like so, that's going to cause the RS NOR latch, the L RS NOR latch there, to look a little different and be extended one. So the best way to handle it is just invert it with a torch and place some redstone dust. Now we can make the L look exactly like the other one over there, and we don't have any issues. Alright, go ahead and build your other truth table. And I forgot a torch here, sorry about that. Okay, and I'm going to go ahead and line this truth line up with the other one. Well, with the false of the other one. Just like we've been doing. All we're doing is repeating the process right now. And depending how long you want the code is how long you want to repeat the process. Right now we have three digits into it. And let's go ahead and enter the 4th digit.
Oh, I forgot the pressure plates.
Oh, you can go ahead and go add those real quick. Alright, yeah, be sure you do not forget the pressure plates here. That's really crucial to the machine. It won't work if you don't add anything or something to turn that redstone dust, really. Okay, and go ahead and place blocks on these. The reason we use pressure plates is because no one's going to be back here anyway stepping on them. There's no way they should get back here. Why would they be? And don't put it on 3 because the next digit in the code is 3. And the next digit is also 3 because we have a repeating digit just to prove that you can add a repeating digit. I think this is the most advanced Minecraft combination lock in Minecraft so far. Okay, and the next digit is also 3. You're going to have to build the truth from 3 to 1 block past the last outcome. Just like so. And you can go ahead and build your upside down L RS NOR latch. It looks like an upside down L, so that's where it gets its name. There's the L. And there's the truth extended up one. And don't forget the redstone on top. Okay. Now, this last one is going to be a little bit different because you're not going to need a truth to go into the next false because there's nothing to go into. So you don't need to worry about building the truth for this one here. All you're going to do is build this right into the RS NOR latch. Just like so. And the RS NOR latch is going to be the same as the other ones, in the same position. Yeah, make sure you still block these off too. Sorry, I'm not showing you everything. I'm having CS Word help me so we can speed up the time in this video. Okay. Just like so, and there's our false line. And let's go ahead and build this RS NOR latch here. Yeah, we're gonna build this last one just the same as the other ones, except we're gonna have to add on to it just because it's the last digit, and it's gonna have to go somewhere. So go ahead and build the upside down L with the signal, and you do not need truth. So now we're gonna need to send the signal somewhere. So to do that, we're gonna have to pull out a half slab. That way we don't send the signal back down. It's the easiest way we figured. Place one here, here, and here. Actually, no, we don't want that to touch that false, so go ahead and place it there instead. Okay, and build it just like so. Signal can't travel down, so that shouldn't be an issue. But I think this might be an issue from... If this line right here turns on, it might activate this, which would cause the output to stay on.
We'll just worry about it later.
Hold on, let me see it real quick. Yeah, we'll just worry about it later. Let's go ahead and build this over here. The RS NOR latch for false, meaning we're going to make false stay on if it's ever turned on at all. So we're going to place these repeaters that go into nothing into something. Go ahead and place torches on top of them. Thanks, Wirt. And now we're going to steal the signal from these torches so we can actually send it up to the false. The line that Wirt is building right now is going to go up to the thing, to the final false output. It's going to be another RS NOR latch, but this time we're not going to use the upside down L. We're going to use one that we saw in CMBs. I don't know if he created this RS NOR latch, but it's going to hold the signal for false to keep it on. We'll show you what we mean as soon as we finish building it. So we're going to line that up.
Be sure to make that last one and connect it.
Oh, yeah.
Hey, you forgot a block up here.
Oh, yeah. Can you go get that over there? The far end?
Yeah, sure.
Okay, thanks. Alright, so... Thanks, Wirt. Let's count this to make sure it's 14 long. Might need a repeater. If not, just use redstone dust. So I think it's 14 last time we built it. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13 or 14, but 15 will run the signal out, so we should be good. Alright, so now this is the different RS NOR latch. Go ahead and place that torch into a repeater. It's not the L, and we're just going to need redstone dust on the back there. Okay. Now, the false right now is off, and we're going to represent that with this torch here. Right now that torch is off, so false is off. Let's go ahead and show you what would happen if we were to turn false on, even for a second. False is on, that torch turns on, false is on. If we get rid of it, false is still on. So that is your final outcome. If false is on, your output will never change. Let's go ahead and place that back. Alright, so all that's left is to connect the false up to the truth. And disconnect this because you don't want that to interfere with your output. Okay, and let's go ahead and put this there, and that is your final output, this line of redstoning right here. Let's go ahead. We're going to go ahead and put a torch at the very end of it to represent with a lamp the final outcome instead of using piston or something, and redstone all this all the way back. Again, you might need a repeater, so go ahead if you need it. I think we'll need it, so we're just going to leave it on ours and keep redstoning it.
Yeah, I think we might need a block right back there.
Hold on, let me make sure this is good. Okay, yeah. Yeah, looks good. Yeah, so about this block here, we are going to need one because if that truth turns on, then the output will never turn off. And we need the output to turn off if you want that, if you want your final output to change. So, okay, let's go ahead and start down here. And this is going to be the reset for these RS NOR latch, these upside down L RS NOR latches. Going to build a straight line straight across, except for the last two. So, and you're just going to place torches. See how they lead right into that redstone dust that's connecting them to them. And these last two have something special because you can't send the signal straight through because those half slabs there. We're going to send the signal maybe right here. No, back one. Yeah, we're going to send the signal around just so we don't interfere with those half slabs, and we can still reset these LRS NOR latches. Make sure you reset all of them. There should be number of, we have 5 digit, we have 2, 1, 4, 3, 3, so we should need 5 resets. So I should place 5 torches total. Don't let this here interfere, so we're going to have to go ahead and block that off. Go ahead and keep wiring. We don't need that there. Alright, so I already placed 3 of them, and I still need to, let me reset that. I think I've got to reset one more time, sorry. Yeah, reset. Reset goes here now, and here. So all those upside down L's are going to reset whenever you want to retry the code again. Okay, let me turn off the rain.
No one likes you, rain. Oh, come to the front here and look at the reset button.
Okay, yeah. CS Work did us the favor of placing these buttons here and placing the reset button. Watch how he sets this up now.
Go back 2 and up 1. Then we use half slabs because the torches will not interfere with the redstone dust lamp going across. And now we
Got somehow connected to that reset over here.
And you leave this into an on torch because when that torch is on, all the other ones are off.
Reset that.
And yeah.
Okay, you might need a repeater. If not, you should be... Oh, we're going to need one because our signal's just too short. Unless we can work something around here. We're just going to leave it for now because in case you want a longer than 5 digit, then you shouldn't worry about it. Just go ahead and use the repeater because it's only the reset. And you only need it once, so we're going to place it here-ish. And we don't need that block anymore. Alright, so that reset's done. Now we have to somehow reset the false line. Then the machine should be done. Hang in there. We're almost done. So, see how that torch right here is on? You want to send it from the top block because if you send a signal up to it, it'll turn that torch off, allowing for false to turn off, the way the RS NOR latch works. So go ahead and redstone all this. And just watch what work does.
Just connecting them.
And again, you might need a repeater. Go ahead and hit that button for me, and I'll watch it. One short again. Wow.
Really?
So yeah, just go ahead and place a repeater so it reaches the end over there. And the machine should be done now. Let's go ahead and reset it, make sure everything's functioning. And we want a lamp as the output, sorry. Okay, here we go. Our digit is 21433. Everything looks to be in order. Alright, let's go give it a try. Lamp's not on. 1, lamp's still not on. 4, 3, lamp's still not on. You have to hit 3 twice because of the code that we just showed you how to build. And the lamp is on, meaning the output has changed. And to prove it, let's enter something before we enter 2. Go with 3. Sends a line to the false. So now the false should be on. So that even if we enter 2, 1, 4, 3, 3, 1, 4, 3. Make sure you let that redstone up here turn off before you enter a double digit twice, or else it will send a constant signal and nothing will happen. And the output is off because false is on. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed. If you have any problems or you come across any issues with the machine itself, just let us know. We'll try to fix it or see if there's a solution to it. And today's skin is brought to you in part by Shadowfink. He's a noob. And okay, he's a good friend, I guess. Thanks. csbrudders out.
I don't get it.